Okay, we're gonna try to climb the ladder. I got a game going of Akropolis. So let's see. What are we gonna do here? Scroll down. My opponent chose a double yellow star. Good first move. I have no stars to take, so I'm not gonna waste my 2 stones to grab a higher piece. I'm just gonna take this one. Now on the bottom, I'm gonna try to form a 2x6 base so that I can go 5 layers. So this is gonna cause a 3. I'm gonna bury that yellow. I don't like a yellow on the bottom because if a yellow is touching another yellow, it negates the point. So I'm gonna bury it. A red is safer on the bottom. I'm generally not gonna block that off because a red only scores if there's nothing, if it's not completely surrounded. Okay, I got a couple double stars. I like the 3-star green, but I do kind of want the reds. I think I'm going to take the reds, and I'm going to put those over here. Yes, to form a base. Now I'm going to have only one leeway left. He's going to take the green. I'm sure he's going to put it as a more of a base so that he can form his own. Looks like he's kind of doing the same thing. He's building a base to get some good stackables. I'm not sure if he's going to try to go interesting. Doesn't look like he's building to go high. Wow, he left me the green. I'll take it. All the way. And that means I only, in this row here, I only need 1 more to have my base full. And this, I need 2 more to have 6 in a row. Well, this is crazy. He left me a gift here. But I'm going to go ahead and start my base. And I will have the yellow as a scoring piece. Even though I don't have yellow, I will probably get that in the future and get another double. So now I have a 4x multiplier here on my reds. Very nice. And I have 2 stones, which means I can grab this green. That'll get me a 6x multiplier on green. And I can finish my row of 6 here. Perfection. He only has 1, and so he cannot take the red. So I'm going to have a 6x multiplier in red. I believe I've already won this game as long as I don't do anything stupid. Or unless he has a genius strategy that I do not recognize. He is probably going to go with purples. He's got a lot of purples here. They're only 2 high, though, so it's not a terribly large amount of points. Oh, I did miscalculate. I looked at that wrong. I have 0 stones, so I can't take that red. Well, what a dummy. So I'm just going to take this blue. Blues are pretty much worthless though with my strategy. It just takes too much to get them going. So, because you're never going to find more than 1 star of them on a multiplier tile, so it's just not worth it for this strategy. I do want that yellow, definitely, and green. The yellow double star. Should I finish shot off on the ground? I think I will. Yes, I'll finish that down here. So then my 6 rows there. I do really want some more stones here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my stones. The yellow and green. These yellows aren't touching, so that's safe there. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll give me a stone. So I'll be able to pull something two tiles down the line. Because normally I can only pull the first tile. For every, you have to spend a stone, which is actually a victory point to grab one down the line. So, let's see here. So if I look, these 3 are going to cover, these 3 are going to cover. Actually, if I take one of these, I'm going to use those to bury something unless I put it in the field. But I am going to go ahead and red is good for me. I will save the red, and that yellow will be buried in my pattern because I'll have one with these 3, and then I'll have another covering these 3 on row 3, or on layer 3 rather. Got a couple of double double quarries. That'll give me points as I stack on top of them. So I'd like to have one tile that is 5 high, and hopefully on that tile I get a double color on there of some sort. Well, this doesn't matter. I'll get 3 stones here and use that for burying. I'm not really going after purple. So that will be buried. Found that. You gotta liberally bury stuff. Let's take a look. He's very spread out. So yeah, he has not got a stacking strategy going here. He's gonna do a spread out strategy. So we'll see how that goes for him. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be stacking here. The next layer is, I'm going to keep the yellow. So this is a double. I found when you have a double scorer on one layer, on this strategy, you're only going to have a single on the other side. So I got to figure out which one I'm going to keep. So I have a 6x multiplier on green and a 2x on red. So I'm gonna, even though I might get another red, I will go with my sure bet and I'll be burying that red one. But that's okay. Even if I put another red on top of it, we'll still get a pretty good multiplier. Okay, so this one's going to be buried. I'm going to go ahead with the 2 quarries, just so I get the 2 points. The only reason I take the red to lose a point, to cost a point, is if I was going to keep that red away. But I'm not too concerned. He only has a 2x multiplier. So now my next stone's going to go here, and then one here. One's going to have a double score, and one's going to have a single score. Ideally, probably not going to score a purple with this setup, so I'm not going to reach. I'm going to go ahead and put my red here. I can't put it up here because then it wouldn't score, because this space is completely surrounded. So we'll go right here. And my next one hopefully will be a double. I wouldn't mind putting that purple there, but I'm not probably going to get a double. Or he's going to get 4x purple. I'm just going to get him pretty high scoring in purple there, but I'm ahead of him pretty good right now, and I'm going to completely soar up with points here. I'll take this red here and cover that, and I'll also get another double yellow, and then I have about 5 left that I'm going to grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll have 5 more tiles. So I'll be able to put 1 here. And then I'll be able to build on this quarry. Get a point by covering that. Alright. 4 rather. I have 4 left. What do I want to do? I kind of want a red on top because I have a 4x there. I'm not going to get a purple, so I'm going to go and bury this purple and use it for a stacker, and then I'll just get 4 points for that red, but I'll get double points for putting a tile here. There's always, with this strategy, you always have a little knob sticking out, and so if you put a tile next to this with 2 more, you can get an extra scoring point there. Alright, well, you know what? This one is probably going to be my best bet. So that'll give me a ton of points there. Yep, a ton of points. Probably that gave me about 50 points just with that placement. So he probably will not be catch up. I get 2 more draws here. Yeah, this is going to be wicked. So what do I have? 11 of each, so it doesn't matter which one I take. I might as well take this one and keep away his purple. So, well, you know what? Maybe I should do the green. That might be interesting, but just in case, we want to orient this so the blue. There we go. So the blues touch, just in case. Alright, I think I can break 200 in this game, so that will be a win. I don't know what his ranking is, but he's let me have all the good stuff. So he's probably going to try to maximize. Yeah, just when you're spread out like this, you just can't maximize score. A lot of wasted quarries here. He only went, he did manage to get 4 high on one, but you know, and times 4, that's a pretty good multiplier. You got 80 points out of that. But when you get the 5 high, it's just so much more. Plus I got a lot more scoring overall, so that I just couldn't make up for it. Well, I get more points for green, but there isn't a huge advantage of putting it anywhere. But this star will give me a lot of points too, so I'm gonna easily break 100 or 200 here. All right, let's see what that brings me up to. Well, he was ranked higher than me for ELO. All right, I'm in the 40s. That is nice. 49th overall. All right, well, we'll continue another day and see if I can maybe even get my first #1 ranked arena game with Akropolis. It's enough people play it where I can find games, and not enough people play it where I actually have a chance being a subpar board game player. So we'll talk to you next time.